she had the whole countertop covered in products, and it was all kinds of stuff up there. And I remember she'd be like, "This don't work. This don't work. This works." You know, so it was her zeal and excitement for all of these products and knowing what they do, how they do them, when she needed them. She would say like this one cream would help her around her certain time of the month.
Okay, so she was very in tune.
She was, yeah, and in the summer it would change. Like I just watched her be so specific.
Yeah.
So she was, I got that from her for sure.
Yes.
How you doing? Nice, your dress is pretty. How you doing, Kelly? Nice to meet you. Hi. Y'all look so pretty. Nice to meet you. Hi. How are you? Hi, everyone.
This is such a treat. I'm just going to dive right into it. As Kenya said, this is a live recording of Naked Beauty. So with that, hello, hello. I'm Brooke Devard. You're listening to and experiencing the Naked Beauty podcast. I normally do this in a studio. To be sitting with you all together is a wonderful thing. And I'm going to introduce my panelists one more time. Jumi Song is an esthetician known for healing facial massage. I had the experience of Jumi's hands this morning, and oh my goodness, just such a gift. And of course, we've got Miss Kelly Rowland, 4-time Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, actress, executive producer, beauty icon as well, and global pop star. So I'm so excited to be with you all.
I'm so excited to be with you as well. And you as well, Jumi. I gotta get her to touch my face.
Yes, definitely that. So it's summertime, lots of travel. I just got back from 2 weeks in Turkey, traveling while pregnant, doing a lot.
Yes.
But this time last year, I had the privilege of going to Tokyo with the Shiseido team to visit headquarters and just see all of the innovation, the commitment to excellence. And I'm obsessed with Japanese culture. I feel like it's very special and unique. Have you spent time in Japan, Kelly?
I did. I recently did. I think it was like the end of March into April, I was actually able to take my kids. So it was my kids
Amazing.
and my husband, and we went with a whole bunch of us. It was like 23 of us, I think, like
wow.
with like families, and it was so beautiful. I think between the culture and the kids being so open, you know what I mean, and trying different foods. My son looked at Uni and he was like, "I'm gonna do it, Mom." And he was so cute, and he did, and it was just so much exploring.
Yes.
And it was that, and it was so much respect, and it was so much love, and I just felt so safe.
Yes.
To be honest, it was such a beautiful environment, beautiful space, and we had a wonderful time. And I didn't go with the Shiseido team this time, but boy, did I get a full layout of everything. Like all the products are just so beautiful, and so yeah, it was great.
What struck you most about Japanese culture?
I think so the first time I went to Japan, I was 15,
oh my God.
16 years old, and of course it was with Destiny's Child. But how clean everything is.
Yes.
That was amazing to me. I also love the fact that, well, first of all, somebody said, "Oh my gosh," it made me get back to the States and be like, "We got to clean it up."
Right.
But I was amazed at how there were also the bidets in the...
Right, the electronic
yes,
toilets.
They were everywhere. I was like, how am I at McDonald's? There's a bidet. Like, this is so fly. But it was awesome. So the culture of clean is really dope.
Yes, just commitment to excellence. I'm curious for any of you who have traveled to Japan, like what stood out to you?
Everyone is so polite.
Yes.
The subway culture too is just like, you don't have to explain the rules, people just get it.
Yes.
And every time you like even buy something at a convenience store, everyone's just like, oh, it's like, thank you.
Yes. The respect is on another level there for each other. The respect level for each other is just, that's unmatched. That actually made me cry. We cried. We all cried when we left.
Right.
No, I'm not even joking. My son cried, I cried, and my son is looking at me like, should we look for a place here?
You should.
Yes, it was so, the respect, that went a long way, and it was so mutual. It was so authentic, too.
Yes. And so, Jumi, as a Japanese native, I'm curious about the beauty culture that you grew up in, and also just what Shiseido meant. We know Shiseido's been around for over 100 years, so you grew up knowing about Shiseido. But I'm curious what it's like growing up in Japan, how you learn about beauty.
I mean, I believe whole nation, as we are very minimalistic group of people, that we, the less is better. And Shiseido kind of like totally like taught us the way that, if you buy something buy something that's really connected to you. You know what I mean? It has like let it has its own meaning instead of 10 different products. Buy this amazing cream, and then when you apply it, just massage and take your time. And that was something that always Shiseido kind of taught us that through commercials. And then my grandma, who owned a kimono factory with my grandpa, she used Shiseido Deluxe cream. It's like a cold cream to massage her face every night for 10 minutes. Mind you, she has 6 kids, 3 different businesses, and she was going in language school in her 50s because she was born in a Korean immigrant family, so she didn't write Japanese at all. But she just loved this Shiseido Deluxe cream. And then she passed when she was 86, and I did makeup on her, and while she lay in a casket. Her skin was just so happy and content. So that's where I said, you know what? This is the way. When you talk about beauty, this is the way. So here I am doing that exactly. Yeah.
I'll take the cold cream, please.
Yeah. Let's remake it.
Wow.
Yes.
What about you, Kelly? You're very busy, a mom, doing so many things, multiple projects. How do you take time for yourself to just restore that mindfulness?
Mindfulness, self-care, all of these they play a huge role in my life. And it's so funny because I think after being an artist is one thing, and being a mom is another, being a wife is another. And the thing I cared about the most was, who am I to myself? And I wanted to pour back into myself at night, and I could do that every night. So I made my skincare a part of that time. So whether it's I put on Sade, or I just play jazz, or whatever it might be, like I have a little music playing, or sometimes it's Sex and the City on television.
Always Sex and the City. The best.
I feel like it's just this time to just kind of like put back into myself.
Yes.
So I'll do 3 different washes, and we'll do a serum, moisturize, eye cream, and I just take my time. Like you said, I take my time, I enjoy every moment, and I see what's, different, what's new, what's changed, and I might go 14, 41, 14, 43. But you know what I mean? But I have a good time, and I'm also embracing the change. Like before I was like, oh, I don't know, because I've been in the business since I was 15 years old.
Yes.
So to continue to, as my husband would say, it's like a wine, y'all get finer. So to continue to develop into my womanhood, I don't know, I'm embracing it.
Yes.
I'm finally embracing it. But I think that I had an extra set of eyes on myself, because I was like, people are going to see me get older. What is that going to be like?
Right.
And in my head, I'm going, fool, they getting older too. So y'all just get older together and get older gracefully and enjoy it. And when you enjoy it and other people watch you enjoy it, it's infectious.
Right.
So I want to do that. Like if it's doing that, then let's do it all together.
I must say, you do seem to be aging in reverse. Like doesn't she just look more amazing every single year?
Thank you.
And I was looking, July 1999 is when Writings on the Wall came out, which is 25 years ago, like to the month, right? So
Yeah.
I've been a fan for 25 years,
Thank
and you've
you.
been fine my whole life.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, I could imagine that, aging in the public eye is very different. And I'm curious just, for both of you, what your thoughts are on aging, how to approach it with grace, knowing that it's a privilege to get older, but also wanting to maintain and preserve.
Aging is it's like as if you are almost like adding pages in your chapter book. Like we get to tell more stories as we get more wrinkles. And when we are young, of course, we have no wrinkles, but yet, we don't have a lot to share yet. So just think of it as you're becoming wiser as your chapter book gets thicker and thicker,
I like that.
Thank you.
I just think that our generation is just really getting it right. I mean, we're figuring, and we're able to look up more things. We have more education, more knowledge, more products, and then as we're developing, they said that they changed the Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream 6 times.
Right.
So it's like, as we're evolving, products are evolving too. They have to.
Yes.
So I find it really interesting that we're like, no, we just want to preserve this fine we got.
Yes.
So let's just do that. It just makes the world go round.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it speaks to even the reformulation, this Japanese concept of kaizen, continuous self-improvement. Like, what are the tiny little things we can do to improve every single day? Jumi, I'm going to go to you to understand what happens to our eye area as we get older in our 20s and 30s. What starts to change?
Of course, nowadays we started to see, of course, dark circles and the puffy eye because of the straining, how much we use our eyes on a daily basis, right? So the stiff muscle, causes the water retention, and then that causes the darkness under eyes. And then, of course, 20 to 30, we started to see under eye bag, right? And then kind of like wrinkleness started to kind of spread all over and the crow's feet. So yes, as we get older, our eyes are the very first sign of aging that we see. So, my advice is pick your, favorite eye cream, like Shiseido, Beneficence eye cream, to kind of massage every time you apply your product. Just massage and take your time and then say, thank you, eyes, today. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
And the thing you taught me today, which was so interesting, was to massage around the entire eye
Correct,
area.
yeah.
I think I always kind of just focus on the under area, but you kind of have to get that blood circulation going.
And your lymph nodes, exactly.
The lymph
lymphatic
nodes.
drainage system. Yeah.
Yes. What other lifestyle factors impact the way our skin looks from an esthetician standpoint? And then Kelly, I just want to hear from you, just traveling and living life. What do you feel like, for better or worse, impacts the skin?
It's really how, I see this more and more nowadays. I mean, how critical of you about yourself that changes over like the status of your skin. A lot of us, definitely younger, I'm 46, and I sort of see this in younger generation that when you get mad, people tend to take it out on skin. Like retinol, glycolic, scrub, because my skin is rough, because my skin is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's more so, it's not that, it's here, So look what's within, because your skin is just only try to protect you. So be kind and be gentle. But yeah, I see that more and more, unfortunately, yeah.
For you, Kelly?
Lifestyle factors.
Like when you don't sleep, can you tell in your skin?
Yeah. If I'm being honest, like yesterday I haven't had much alcohol the past 4 weeks. It's been 4 weeks. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I just wanted to see what happens when, you remove alcohol out of your diet. And so I did, and I saw how the face slimmed up. And then yesterday, I saw my family, and we shared a beautiful glass of wine and chocolate.
Yes.
I know it wasn't right. But it was delicious going down.
Yes.
And I saw like something different, but it was like just the ever so slight puffiness. And I said, you know what? If I don't hydrate and I don't at least put something on under my eye, I'm gonna see this in the morning. Sure enough, I drank my water last night, I put an eye cream on, and I was fine.
And you look flawless.
Thank you.
Yes.
But you do see the effects.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? I see it immediately when I eat salt. I see it immediately when I have sugar. I see it immediately when I have, a little, yeah. So, yeah.
But we
Smile.
we have to live, we
Yeah.
have to live. I love coffee, I love cheese, I love desserts, I sometimes stay up too late. I feel like all of that, you have to enjoy your life and live your life, and then your
do.
skin will also look happier too. You can't be so strict.
I agree.
Kelly, you talked about giving yourself time at the end of the night to do your self-care routine. Do you set specific, because I would imagine you're highly scheduled, right? Do you set specific blocks of time for self-care?
No, I just do it.
You just do it.
I
And have you
just do
always
it.
done it?
No,
Okay.
I haven't. I think like when just like you have those really tough like mom days or just self days or whatever they might be, sometimes they get the best of me and I might look in the mirror and say, I really should take care of you now, but I don't even have the space for it. And then I'll say, I'll get you in the morning. And I usually do, but I like to put aside that time, like I said. And yeah, it's just a nice little reflection time for sure.
Is it something that you observed your mother doing growing up? Okay.
I watched my mom do it as a kid. She had the whole countertop covered in products, and it was all kinds of stuff up there. And I remember she'd be like, "This don't work. This don't work. This works." So it was her zeal and excitement for all these products and knowing what they do, how they do them, when she needed them. Like she would say, like this one cream would help her around her certain time of the month.
Okay, so she was very in tune.
She was, and in the summer it would change. Like I just watched her be so specific. So she was, I got that from her for sure.
Yes. And we're all mothers up here. And, it's like this powerful reminder that you kind of set the tone for your children. If they see you taking care of yourself, they will kind of understand that that's a priority. I'm curious for both of you as moms, how do you teach self-care to your children?
Oh my God, that's like the toughest job on the planet. My 15-and-a-half-year-old, she watches TikTok and she hides her redneck, scrub face wash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like in her, like underneath her desk, so I won't find it. She told me that I don't know anything, but I will try to.
Meanwhile.
Right. But the fact that, this has been like an ongoing trend where you have like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds being influenced by these skincare creators on TikTok, and they're using retinol and all of these really harsh ingredients for their young baby skin.
Exactly. Their skin, it's not done. It's not like ripened. You know what I mean? It's still this like a green phase that like, oh my God, you're gonna cause oxidation at this point. But what she believes and I try to let her explore. However, like some ingredients are no, some ingredients are yes, no medication. You know what I mean? Like nobody suffers from hormonal acne for the rest of their life. And I have to continue to kind of encourage her, hey, it's gonna end. I know it sucks so bad, but don't pick. Every time you pick, because my daughters are biracial, so every time you pick, you're gonna get brown spot and then possibly a scar tissue. So just know that what's gonna happen when you do that. And then she's getting it. She's getting there. But yes, she still have retinoic cleanser hidden corner of the bathroom.
That just breaks my heart.
I feel like as boy moms, we don't have to worry about that as much, but we have other things to worry about.
Yeah, like not washing it. I'm like, bro. I just, right now, my son plays basketball. He's 9 years old. And, he doesn't know everything, but he's getting to that age, and I'm just like, dear Lord, please just hold my peace. Please let me know when to talk. Because he wants to talk all the time, and I just need to know when to, whatever. So when I'll knock on the door, and I'm like, Titan, did you bathe? And he's like, yes. I was like, did you clean under your armpits? Yes, Mom. Did you wash your hair? No. I was like, did you wash your face? And then he won't say anything, and I just like crack the door open, and he's like, Mom! And so the face is dry. All of this has soap all the way down. It's just soap, and this is just, I'm like, baby, please. I was like, your face is just so handsome, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, let's just keep that really good. And he's just 9, but I still want him to understand like how taking care of himself as a man is a very good trait to have. I was like, you don't want to smell like feet, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So he understands that clearly, but sometimes he just smells like feet.
The joys of being a boy mom.
Yes.
Curious what both of your experiences have been with the Benefiance eye cream. And then an additional question for you, Jumi. What should we be looking for when purchasing eye creams? Like any key ingredients to be aware of?
Of course. When we grab an eye cream, it's important that it hydrates, it tightens, and it reduces dark circles. And Benefiance eye cream has all those boxes are checked. I tried it, of course, and the silkiness. Have you guys tried it? The silkiness
texture
of it, it's so, my finger just kind of like glides so naturally, because I encourage to all my clients. So when you apply your facial products, that's when you spend your time to massage and to take care of yourself. This could be 1 minute or 3 minutes. But we all put something to our face, right? So we all have time to massage and take care of ourselves. And this eye cream is just perfect for just like circular motion, just pressure points. It's so joyful to play with this eye cream. So thank you, Shiseido.
Yeah. I think I was shocked at how much a little goes such a long way.
Yes.
Like I was able to just do kind of this and like, you know, I go in. Sometimes I dot, sometimes I rub in. But yes, the butteriness of it was
Yes.
really nice. I've tried it for the past, week? I'm impressed.
Yes. You
And,
see results quickly, I
No,
feel.
I literally
Yeah.
saw it after 2 nights. And after my wine
Right.
and my chocolate, I
That's a
did
good
see it. It definitely helped. But I
Yes.
liked how hydrating it was.
Yes.
You know, I think sometimes like it's actually the last thing that I put on at night is my eye cream. And I always like to see if it's like definitely set in. And when I woke up, like the past couple of mornings, of course, like I'm like, oh, it did its job. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I think that we also think about like how much we're spending on products, and it's luxury, but it's luxury that goes a long way. That's why I said a
Yes.
little goes a long way. So
Yes.
it's luxury that goes a long way, and I found that very impressive.
Yes, it absolutely does. We have some rapid fire questions that I believe we're all asking each other. And then I'm
Yeah.
also going to throw it to you all in the audience to ask some questions as well. Who wants to start the rapid fire questions?
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay.
So my question to you, Brooke.
Oh, it's a question for me. Okay. We don't. By the way, we don't know what these
Yeah.
questions are going to be, so
It's in my
hope
head.
it's not too hard.
How do you stay inspired? Because you interview, so many people, but how do you stay curious
Yes.
about people? I'd love to know.
Yes, I love talking to people, but I also love observing people, which is why I think I just love being in New York City so much. Because you can like sit outside at a cafe and just watch so many people walk by, so many different lives that they're living, different styles, different expressions, and I always kind of like create stories for people. Do you guys ever do this? Like,
Yes, I love
Totally,
people
yeah.
watching.
yeah, it's like I think people watching is like one of the most inspiring things to do, which is why I love being in cities, because you just get to like see and experience so many different type of people.
Oh, so interesting. Thank you.
Speaking of cities,
Yes.
where's been your favorite city you traveled to? This is for both of you guys.
Ooh, Jimmy, do you want to go first?
I have to say Montreal. Yeah. It was just so, like, I love the bricks and colors, or like Frenchness, but not too French. And I just love their coffee.
I just love their coffee.
I was only there 3 days. But
And I'm going to say Tokyo because I just feel like you could spend a month in Tokyo and still scratch the surface. Every restaurant's incredible. Every shop is incredible. Every boutique is incredible.
I agree.
Every neighborhood has its own flavor, So I think Tokyo is just one of those cities that you can explore endlessly. And just, I don't know, I feel very inspired in Tokyo as well.
oh, and come south.
I know. I
she
need to
did.
go to Kobe.
She said that.
I love Kyoto. Kyoto's so
Yeah.
beautiful and has so much history. I was sharing with Jumi that when I was last in Kyoto, I tried to get an interview with a Gaiko or Maika, which is like a geisha in training. And I've interviewed a lot of people. I've never had such a hard time securing an interview because they're such a protected class, as you were explaining to me, and they're very protected, and it's a very kind of sacred
Exactly.
culture, the geisha culture. So I wasn't able to get that interview. Fingers crossed that one day I can speak with the geisha, but just that whole culture is incredible to me.
I would love to come with you.
Yes, help me out. Help me out. Okay, Kelly, this one's for you. So if you didn't do what you do now as this big global pop star and songwriter and producer, what would be in an alternate universe your job? Like what alternate career could you imagine for yourself?
Oh my gosh.
I have like an idea for you, and I'm like wondering if you're going to say what I have in my head.
I would probably be a therapist.
Oh, interesting.
I think the study of the
Interesting.
human
Wow.
mind and behavior is just so interesting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is that something
Like,
you like read a lot about, or?
I should, but I just like you said, when you said people watch, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we could literally sit somewhere and people watch. I would
Yes.
eat and people watch, or drink
Yes.
something and people watch. And
Yes.
it's like a movie. It's playing.
It
in
really
front of me.
is,
I
yes,
love it.
yes.
So yeah. That
Oh,
would be
wow.
mine. What were you gonna say, Brooke?
So I was going to say fashion designer.
Oh no.
No? Okay, because you have such great style, and I feel like you put together such incredible looks, and I feel like you would be like this like incredible, like the House of Kelly Rowland. I don't know.
Oh, I love that.
You know, that's very cool. But I just have fun with fashion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's probably why, I don't know. It would be cool if something like that worked. Yeah. I don't know. We'll
therapist.
see.
Okay.
I do like
In your
therapy.
friend group, do you sort of play that role? I always think about the song, girl.
No.
No?
No. I'm definitely not their therapist.
Okay.
They're usually mine.
Okay. Jimmy, what about you? What would be an alternate career path for you?
Kindergarten teacher.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Wow.
kids. I mean, kids are just such a pure form of being, and I learned so much from them. And their skin. Oh my God.
She's like, it's so new.
Right.
smells so good.
So uncompromised. Yes.
So, yeah, kindergarten teacher.
Okay, I can go again with one of my rapid fires.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly, it's Saturday morning. You have the whole day cleared. The whole day is free. Nothing's on your calendar.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, close your eyes and imagine. This probably hasn't happened for you in like
everybody's
15
gonna be
years.
so shocked at what I say.
Oh gosh, okay, tell us.
Oh, it's the farmer's market.
Oh my
wow.
gosh. Which, Studio City Farmers Market?
No, I go to the one in Calabasas.
Oh wow, okay.
There's a farmer's market. I just love going to farmers markets.
Okay.
Like I
You just hang out
got
at the
into
farmer's
it.
market? You can do that?
No, yeah.
Really? You just put a
Yes,
little hat
I wear
on?
a really cute hat and a
Okay.
sundress because it's hot as hell in California
Yes.
right now, especially out there. But it's so nice, like to just be able to wander. Like I pick up different oils and scents and food and it's all kinds of stuff there. And I like to discover things there. And now I'm into microgreens. Like so I've
Put on
found like
top.
yes. I had no idea that there were so many different things like onions, like newly sprouted onions and newly sprouted lentils, and what else is it? Amaranth, which is good, high in iron and good for your skin. Like it was
Yes.
all these different things that I learned about, and I really understand the concept of food being your nourishing. You're
Yes.
like you are truly nourished with food. So, and I've had more fun with cooking. So I'd go to the farmer's market, I would cook, I would hang out with my kids. And that brings me joy.
Oh my gosh. I feel like for most of us, we'd be like, okay, I would take a jet to Capri, go shopping, stop in Hermes. But you're like, that's a regular day for me. So actually, my dream day is just
Yeah.
farmer's market and then cooking for my
Yeah.
kids.
No, hold on. Okay, Dream Day Part 2.
24 hours. Like
Yes.
One day.
Right.
Yes.
So Dream Day Part 2 would definitely be Lake Como. And just let me be there for days.
Yes.
Because like Lake Como is a whole vibe. I would wear your dress. And I would literally just like eat and listen to
Right.
great music, be there with all my family.
What are we eating? Are we eating pasta?
Oh, we're eating everything. Not if you pass me a glass of wine, I might have two. So it's my favorite place on earth. I love Lake Como. It's so beautiful. The food is good. They brought everything fresh. Like they were picking the basil off like trees from outside.
Oh my God.
I was so it's the happiest place on earth.
Yes.
Happiest place on earth.
And to be by the water is always nice. Yes.
It was
Yes.
so nice.
What about
So
you,
nice.
Jimmy? Ideal day.
I actually had one of those days like 2 weeks ago. My kids were gone, and then I was by myself, and I had all day off. So I went to Korean spa actually to get body scrub and just sit in the bath, because sitting in the bath is just incredible for your skin. So I encourage you to sit in the bath every day. But that's what I do, and that's what I did 2 weeks ago. And that, this Korean women with just underwear, bra and underwear, just scrubbing your whole body. It's just like,
Yes.
concept is just so interesting.
Sold.
But yeah, it's
And you
scrubbing your
feel
dead
brand
skin.
new
Exactly,
after. Yes. It's very similar to Turkish hammam, which
Oh, right.
yes, but this idea of like full body exfoliation and then sitting and
Exactly,
soaking in the water,
exactly,
or
yeah.
Japanese onsen.
Oh my God, yeah. I was talking to Kenya about that Japanese onsen. I hope there are some onsens here, but I guess it's not an onsen country.
Any other rapid fire questions before I ask you both my final question?
I have a question.
Okay.
I've heard or read that orgasms are really great for the skin. Is that true?
Yes, because it stimulates the oil glands, so it helps to basically butter up your skin.
Wow.
Yeah. So any oil, like stimulation is good. So of course, the orgasm, exercise, laugh, they're all great for our skin.
I love that laughter.
I love that anything that feels good physically
Right.
also manifests in our skin. It's like your skin just knows.
That's so true.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, have more.
She said have more.
Yes.
And the smallest voice.
I love I loved it though. Have more.
Okay, final question for you both, which I ask everyone who's on Naked Beauty. When do you feel most beautiful?
I feel most beautiful when I get out of the shower and I've literally oiled my whole, or moisturized my whole body, and I'm about to put my pajamas on, and then as soon as I put them on, I just go but I feel like most happy, most joyful, like in those moments. Yeah.
Just bare skin.
Bare skin.
Yes.
And that feels so good. Like once again, it's ritual. It's ritual.
Yes.
It's kind of a ritual now. But yeah, I feel the most beautiful then. Yeah.
I feel most beautiful is when I laugh with my girls, because that's when I am truly being who I am. So maybe that's all tied into that, right? Like when we feel so true to ourselves, we feel, so, I don't know, embraced.
Laughter is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
This has been such an amazing conversation. Jumi, Kelly, thank you so much for sharing all of your wisdom and these incredible experiences with us all. And thank you for being all here and present for this conversation.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.